up, guys? So time to show off something awesome. This is one of my 4 different Hind D dials. This is Hind D4. This is one of the dials that I made a few years ago, and these were only available for purchase direct. And the reason that I've done that is I was engraving last names in the exhibition caseback, and just going a little bit above and beyond on them when they were going out. But I haven't really advertised them. These are more expensive because the whole point of them is supposed to be a cerakote build with a really nice strap. The dials cost me quite a bit. I do extra laser engraving. The card that comes with them that's personalized is an engraved scene similar to this on this wallet. So got, whomever gets this, I'm going to throw this out there to them too. Slide your cards in this way. Cards are all here. You just push here and they pop back out. But we do like a laser engraved build scene similar to this, or I'm sorry, flight scene with your information off to the side. So I'm going to throw one of these in there. The price that I have this up in a mystery waffle that's tonight is literally, if you would buy out the build or buy out the waffle, it would be the same price, let alone getting this as well. This is like $65 and takes a long time to laser this in. So this is done. This will be waffled at below my cost. So let's go over the build. Hind D4. This is, like I said, one of my dials. I did the Hind D chopper. You might have seen a Hind D in Rambo. Very, very, very small. I don't know if we can, will it zoom? Get a little BVW in the back of the chopper there. So that's pretty cool. This actually has a date wheel in it. Now have since not done date wheels in a very long time. These are dials that I developed a long time ago. The reason that is there's no quick date set. These are the same on all my builds. It's the same positions. So with this, it's already set to the right date, so I can't really show it to you. But to advance these, when it changes at midnight, if you go back to 8, as you get to about 8:30, you'll see that this is slightly going up, and then it kicks back down. Once it kicks back down, you can advance it back to midnight, and it will advance a day. So the quick date set is going from 12 to 8. Now I make sure I go all the way back to 8, because if it's mid-click and you do that, you will knock it off track, and the whole thing has to be taken apart to reset the wheel under the dial. So you always want to go back to 8 and advance to 12. If you ever do it and you notice that you don't think the date moved, go ahead and advance it 24 hours to kick it, because if you notice that it didn't move and you do it again, a lot of times that will knock the wheel off. So I'm not a big fan of using those, but that's what you have to do if you actually want to do it. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. I just don't want the wheel coming off on you, because it is not easy to get it back on. So blue Hind D4 build, blue cerakoted case. We have a white coin, and then I have a silver with blue accent minute insert that is resin filled, so it's actually has a nice little hump going all around it. White sword handset, circle star engraved crown, that's also cerakoted in blue. 2 of 5 down here, because this is a 5 dial series. There's only 5 of these builds. I have one as the prototype. Mr. Cullen has one, and nobody else has a blue. Also, you have a large window exhibition caseback, and you can see the chopper lasered in. It's the same chopper that's on the front, and 2 of 5 back here. And then a little BVW here on the crown. Blue cerakoted preview buckle. And this is on one of my super soft white leathers. It's an Italian leather with blue stitching. It also has a removable bund. I like the bund on them. It gives a nice presence to it, but this will slide right off all the way down. This, you just pop your buckle off. It's a spring bar and get it off on that end, and you would not have the bund on the back. But I think it gives a nice presence, nice stand-up presence on it. Bezel on it will turn left. It'll turn right. I got it on there so freaking tight that it is not going to move unless you really want it to move, and you don't. So just leave it right there. Automatic mechanic, like all of them, like I've mentioned before. There is no date set, quick date set, so you will just back off the crown till you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn away from you. Now, you can just kind of pull that down, which is what I do. Turn away from you. Turning it back towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth. If you do that for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, that mixed with your rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day. If you do it for 15 seconds or so, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. When you're good, you're going to pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. Now, as I referenced, I already have it set to the right date. If you would advance this all the way down, it will kick to 3. If I would go all the way around to 12, it'll kick to 3. And then if basically you do this, you go back to 8, and then it will go click, and then it will change to 3. Then you do that, and then it would go to 4. You know, well, technically you would have advanced it to 3 first and then done it. So it would go 4, 5. But that is how that works, and that would be clicking. But we are midday because it's noon, and today is the 2nd. So if I advance it once, I'm going to have to advance it. What? It's a 29-day month, right? It's a leap year. So I would have to advance it, what, 30 more times to get us where we need to go, 30, 31. So not going to do that, right? That's not fun. Okay, Google, what time is it? 12:50 p.m. And as with every build, it has a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on anything. So 12:50, you'll push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. That is the build. It came out phenomenal, and it's very close to mine. So I grabbed mine. I did a different style hand. I did a shark tooth bezel. This is a coin bezel. I did a blue insert, and you can kind of tell the blues don't perfectly match, but they're close enough that it looks good. This like white, I don't remember what kind of hands those are called. And then a custom painted seconds hands. That was a red seconds hand that we painted white and did a blue. That's a blue painted tip in that one. I did a white crown. I don't have the opening in the back, which kind of sucks because my guy didn't realize I wanted cutouts. So that's my build. Close to this build, but each one of these is unique and different and cool. And I don't think I have like P on mine, but some of mine I have like a prototype on it, or I say P on it. So that one says 205, so there's it on the back as well. And then matching beads with it. You can see I did these style beads. We've got those style beads for this one. So I'll put mine back up here real quick. I obviously have a Hind D1, a Hind D2, a Hind D3, and a Hind D4. Hind D1s have long since been sold out. I did one of those, and then it kind of caught on. People were reaching out to get those, so that was cool. So Hind D4, done up in blue. Matching beads, you're going to get a matching custom Hind minimalist style wallet. This will come in a blue Hind D4 custom box. It will come with watch foamer. This is good to clean your watch on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. as well as a microfiber. It will also come with leather conditioner to keep this strap perfectly soft, though you'll probably never ever need it. If you do, you'd apply it on the front and back, let it soak in, remove any excess. And lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like Polywatch. It's for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it, but if you do, no big deal. Tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using your included microfiber that matches in color. So if the scratch is up and down, go left and right, fill in that scratch, haze it, buff it out, and you are back to good. So like I said, if you buy this waffle out tonight, it is cheaper than if you wanted to buy this from me directly. I wanted to keep the price point at a normal price point that I felt. I'm putting this up as a mystery box. I couldn't necessarily reference what was in it specifically, but I believe I referenced that it was below cost. So if it's going to you, congrats. If you want a wallet like this, what was my cost on this? I think my cost on this was around 60, 65. I'd have to look again. I could pick up these wallets for like, I think they were like 20 bucks. But it's the lasering that takes forever on it. And usually it's about $1 a minute. So I think this takes pushing an hour. So you're getting something awesome. This is number 2. There will only be 5 of them. I have one. Colin has one. And you have number 2. So congrats, whomever you are. I'll get it boxed up. And if it's going to you and you got it, I hope you love it. I'm a bund guy. If you're not a bund guy, no big deal. You can pop that off. It does give a really cool presence look to the watch. This is cut out to kind of show that it doesn't necessarily fit in there. It's not like an oversized case back. So, you know, it's just there to kind of see it in there. This slides pretty easily back and forth for your alignment on there. But gives a nice, good look to it. And I'm here for that. So, but I know not everybody is a bund person, so but yeah, it came out awesome. If you want me to do something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thanks for hanging out with me for 12 minutes. See you guys.